The Sentence Architects. In the bright and cheerful room 2B, Ms. Jenkins smiled at her 5 students. "Good morning, my sentence architects," she said. "We know how to build simple sentences. Today, we're going to learn how to make them ask, tell, and command." Amara, Ben, Chloe, David, and Eliza leaned forward, ready for a new adventure in words. Ms. Jenkins wrote on the board, "Ben likes pizza." She turned to the class. "This is a statement, but what if I'm not sure? How can I ask Ben if this is true?" She looked right at him with a playful twinkle in her eye. "You could ask, 'Does Ben like pizza?'" Ben suggested. "Perfect." Ms. Jenkins cheered. "You turned a statement into a yes-no question by adding 'does' at the start. Now you can find out for sure." Ben grinned. He did, in fact, like pizza very much. "Now for a different kind of question," Ms. Jenkins continued. "What if we want to know what Ben likes on his pizza? We need more information." She picked up a piece of chalk and looked at Chloe. "How would we ask that?" "You would ask, 'What does Ben like on his pizza?'" Chloe said confidently. "Exactly." Ms. Jenkins beamed, writing the question on the board. "This is a WH question. It starts with a question word like what, where, or why to get more details." "Okay, team," said Ms. Jenkins, erasing the board. "Let's try something else. Let's say the opposite. What if David does not like spiders?" She drew a small, silly-looking spider on the board, and David pretended to shiver. "You'd say, 'David does not like spiders.'" David announced loudly. "You've got it," Ms. Jenkins said. "We use the word 'not' to make a sentence negative. It tells us something isn't true." She wrote the sentence for everyone to see. "Last one for today," Ms. Jenkins said, her voice full of energy. "Imagine you are a director in a movie. You need to tell your actor what to do. How would you tell Eliza to open her book?" "Open your book," Eliza said, her voice clear and direct. "That's it." Ms. Jenkins clapped her hands. "That's an imperative. It's a command. There's no subject, because we know who we're talking to. It's strong and to the point." The bell rang, signaling the end of the lesson. "You were all fantastic sentence architects today," Ms. Jenkins said. "You learned how to build questions, negatives, and commands. Go out and use your new powers." The students gathered their things, their minds buzzing with new ways to talk about their world.